On this channel, I reviewed several mechanical keyboards, but honestly, this is the one I've been looking forward to the most. Ever since I moved to Korea almost 2 years ago, I've been getting a ton of ads about NuPhy's beautiful keyboards, and their marketing and website always looks super clean and appealing. Lucky for me, NuPhy reached out so I could check out their new Air60 V2 keyboard. Just like all their other keyboards, the Air60 V2 is a beautifully designed, low-profile compact keyboard compatible with NuPhy's ecosystem of aesthetic accessories. But by itself, is it a good portable mechanical keyboard worth $110? I personally think it is, and if you think so too after watching this video, the affiliate link is down below. But before you go do that, there's definitely some things to keep in mind. Now before I go over those details, it would be amazing if you guys could subscribe to the channel. I know it might not seem like much, but it does really help me out in running this channel. Okay, so in the box you get the keyboard, a USB-C to USB-A cable, a USB-C to USB-C cable, a 2.4G receiver, some extra keycaps and switches, a keycap and switch puller, a sticker set, and some quick guides. I've got to say that this is one of the best presentations from all the keyboards that I've used so far. The box, the accessories, and the paperwork are all really cohesive with a minimal but playful keyboard design and the NuPhy brand. The keyboard itself is definitely one of the best looking accessories that I've ever seen. It comes in 3 different colors, and this is the ionic white version, which I'm a huge fan of. I love how uniform and minimal this is while also being a bit fun with the bits of color on some of the major keys. There's a lot of attention to detail here. The back has a semi-transparent look with some color accents as well. The sheet of aluminum here with a bit of product info is a nice touch. The side lights here can be always on, but they're still subtle due to their size. And because of their placements, the USB-C port on the side and the semi-transparent backing also light up a bit, which is cool. It might not seem like it, but the front frame here is actually aluminum and not plastic, so it does feel nice and solid right there next to the keys. With that said though, this isn't the most premium feeling keyboard, and to be honest, it's actually one of the least premium feeling keyboards that I've tried at around this price. It is basically plastic everywhere else here. It's the most apparent on these mode switches at the top and the foldable feet on the back. But to be fair, the major selling point here is the weight and size for portability, and that's definitely a win on this keyboard. Not only is the Air60 V2 compact because it's a 60% low profile keyboard, it weighs just 463 grams and 13.5 millimeters thin. It's so light, compact, and thin that it's really easy to carry it to and back from work, which is perfect for hybrid workers and digital nomads. For typing, I think it strikes a good balance in terms of being a low-profile keyboard for portability, productivity, and being a mechanical keyboard. It even fits right on top of a MacBook Air while being very tactile, and each key press feels very intentional, thanks to the ultra-long travel distance on these Red 2.0 switches. There's some flexibility for the typing angle too, since the default mode already has a bit of a slope to it, and the foldable feet are also multi-level since they can be set at either 7 degrees or 10 degrees, which is a cool option. At any of these angles, this is a very stable typing experience. Even though this is mostly plastic, the top aluminum frame and the multi-layers inside makes it so that there is no wobble or flex when typing. But just like the design, this isn't the most comfortable or premium typing experience in my opinion. Because of the low profile and the compact length of the keyboard, the keys are very flat and not too much spacing, so it definitely takes a little bit getting used to for really fast typing. And because of the low profile and thin hardware, this is a pretty clacky keyboard to type on. Keep watching for the full typing test at the end of the video, but yeah, the typing sounds aren't the most satisfying, especially with the red low profile switches NuPhy provided. Of course, these switches are hot swappable, and some of NuPhy's alternative options actually sound really nice and thoughtful compared to the red switches. I can't speak for those personally since I don't have them with me, but they sound pretty nice from what I've seen online. Also note that only low profile switches will be compatible with this keyboard like the ones on NuPhy's website. So overall, while not my favorite, this is still a nice typing experience, especially if you want a low profile mechanical keyboard. But if you're not the biggest fan of low profile, I think you can definitely find more premium typing experiences elsewhere for this price tag. In terms of features, the Air60 V2's got everything you need. Compatible with all operating systems, tri-mode connection support including wired, Bluetooth up to 3 connections at once, and 2.4G wireless using the adapter. So in total, you can connect up to 4 devices at the same time wirelessly. Plus, a 2.4G connection supports a 1000 Hz polling rate, which is on par with a wired connection for really low latency and high responsiveness. This is typically aimed towards gamers, but definitely a plus for everyday use and productivity as well. And huge win here is a new support for QMK and VIA, so you can use these open source tools to manage your keyboard, such as firmware updates and customizations. Before this, you had to use NuPhy's own software to update the firmware or customize the lights, and that was only on Windows, so it was a huge pain for Mac users. Before I updated this thing, I had some huge Bluetooth delays from this keyboard that really negatively affected the performance here. But now there are no issues, and I'm very happy with the connection speeds and consistency. And with VIA support, you can truly customize this thing's button mappings, macros, and RGB lights for personalized lighting and color effects. Now, if you're not too into customizing, the V2 comes with 40 default backlight modes, and I love how seamless it is to adjust the lighting modes using the arrow keys for both the backlights and the side lights as well. As for the battery, the Air60 V2 has a respectable 2,500 mAh battery inside. It's estimated to get 30 to 90 hours with the RGB lights on and up to 150 hours without the lights. I've had this keyboard for almost 2 months now, and I've only had to fully charge this thing one time in little charges here and there. So yeah, no complaints at all about the battery life here. Okay, with all that out of the way, here's a full typing test with the Air60 V2 and the Red 2.0 low profile switches. So what do you think? Let me know your thoughts down below on the NuPhy Air60 V2. I think it's a great option for people on the go, especially for digital nomads and hybrid workers wanting to bring this to and back from the office. Personally, this isn't a priority for me, and to be honest, I am a bit whelmed because I was so hyped for this keyboard. But I gotta say that I still love the attention to detail on this design, how this thing looks in general, and the software and accessory support this thing is getting by being a NuPhy keyboard. If I was a digital nomad and moved around some more, I would definitely pick this up. So if you're sold on the portability, the looks, and the support here, the affiliate link is down below. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Again, it would mean a lot if you could subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.